Snooker, Loopy, nuts are we, me and him and them and me. We'll show you what we can do with a load of balls and a snooker cue. Pot the red, then screw back for the yellow, green, brown, blue, pink and black. Snooker, Loopy, nuts are we, we're all snooker, loopy, bum 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 bum.
Hello and welcome to the Snooker Loopy podcast. This is the Stephen Hendry is Rubbish special. My name is Tom Mayhew and I'm joined by my very good friend, Mr. Joe Hannard.
Hello! How's it going?
I'm very good. I've been excited about this for weeks, Joe. How are you feeling?
Yes, I'm excited. I've been looking forward to it as well. Obviously we had quite a big revelation maybe a couple of days before we recorded the last podcast about Hendry, and I'm fully caught up with The Masked Singer now, so fully ready to give my opinions. And see who was closest, of course, as well.
Thank you to everyone who sent in comments and suggestions for what you think Hendry sounded like. We have 4 comments in total. One was on Twitter from Snooker Podcast, which is not a rival snooker comedy podcast, but one of 2 snooker comedy podcasts in the world. So do you know what I mean? Yes. We're part of a very niche group.
Yes, the horrible stepsister of the ugly stepsister. That's it. I was thinking what I'm trying to work out what the phrase is, but I'm sure Tom will edit that together to make me sound like I got it first time. Yes, of course, the ugly stepsister of the snooker comedy.
Oh, first time, scene. Joe. That was brilliant. Yeah. Definitely leaving that all in.
Yeah, I'd expect nothing less.
Snooker Podcast said, I reckon Hendry sounds quite high-pitched, like Kate Bush on acid. What do you think of that, Joe?
It kind of goes along with my Alan Jones high-pitched prediction, so I think some amalgamation of the two would probably be where he lies.
And then the comments on YouTube, Alok has commented. He commented on a few of our Crucible episodes, I think last April. So
he's a long-term fan.
Well, there we go. He's our number one fan. So thanks, mate. He says, great podcast once again. I didn't have to read that bit, but I thought I would, just to boost our egos. He thinks Stephen Hendry is not as reserved as he comes across based on his YouTube channel. And he says, he's not actually done a prediction here. I've started reading it and realising he's not predicted anyone.
Come on, Alec. You are one of our biggest fans, and you didn't do the in-between task.
He did say that he reckons Stephen Hendry singing Snooker Loopy would be something to savour, but we've not got that. So there we go. He's not okay. We've got 3 predictions then. One other comment says, "Great podcast, guys! Again, thank you very much."
Yes, thank you.
From Georg Wivison. I don't know whether that's your real name, but cheers. And they say, I think Hendry will sound like a poor man's David Gray.
Now, is that David Gray, the snooker player?
I don't know. It might be. Technically, we can't disprove them, because if they say it's David Gray, the snooker player, we don't know what his singing sounds like.
Exactly. You need to be more specific.
Yeah, do you mean the snooker player? Do you mean the former pop singer? Probably both active around the same time, I imagine.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, yeah, David Gray's singer-songwriter was very early, kind of. I know he was around for much longer.
But did he get to the final of the UK Championship?
Imagine that. Imagine if they were the same person and no one realised.
Well, have you ever seen them in the same room?
I haven't.
Well,
I think you're probably right.
There's no definitive proof either way.
And the final comment is Alan Duncan, who I think also comments on some of your videos.
Yes, Alan's a long-term subscriber of my channel.
Well, he says here, Joe, I think Stephen will sound like Joe doing his Journeyman intro.
Doing my Journeyman intro.
For listeners who might not know, when Joe does his Football Manager series, he often starts with a bit of a song. Do you want to regale us now?
Is this our cue the music?
It's you this week, Joe. You are our cue to music.
Well, I sing I Am the Journeyman in tune to I Am the Music Man. So, yeah. I am the journeyman. I can't do it without the excitement of an episode coming.
That's fine, mate. We'll
well, this is the perfect segue to go and check out the Journeyman. There you go. If you want to hear it, and it's not on every episode, so you'll have to watch every episode to see if you can find it.
Have to watch all of your episodes. You've made thousands of episodes over the years.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. Exactly. Start at episode 1. Get binging now.
There's also an episode where Joe sings, is it the Coronation Street theme tune or something?
Oh my goodness, that is a throwback. That's from the Rover's Return series, I think, isn't it?
If you follow me on Twitter, I'll tweet a link to that episode.
Please don't. Can he get there before I delete the video? Couldn't. I'd forgotten I'd done that. I think, to be honest, there is a video. I'm not going to say where it is, but I think there is a video where I just randomly start singing "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys.
What?
I'm not going to say what series it's in, but it was one of my earlier ones.
I'm gonna look that up.
And that's going to be cue the music for next week.
Probably, yeah, probably. We've got 3 songs by you, Joe. You've almost got an album.
Oh, well. Yes.
But we're not here to talk about Joe's attempt to be the next winner of the X Factor. Even though you probably could win it, mate. I'd love to see you do X Factor.
Why?
I just think you've got a lovely voice and a nice personality that would really shine through.
I'm sure there would be some newspaper scandals about me or something.
X Factor hopeful, like the controversial story would be X Factor hopeful has played thousands of episodes of Football Manager on YouTube.
Yeah, sang the Journeyman to the tune of the I Am the Music Man, and now wants to win Britain's biggest singing show, which it isn't anymore because it doesn't exist. But
well, Britain's biggest singing show at the moment is probably The Masked Singer.
Yes. Can I just say something about The Masked Singer? I've got Stephen Hendry's "Let Me Entertain You" page up. How many likes do you think it has?
Oh, this is a fun game. 147.
Yes. Got it in one. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Do they all have that many?
Well, one of them has 78. And the other one has 282, so there you go.
Oh, they've ruined it there, really. That's too many. I mean, that's incredible. Like, I wish they'd... Imagine if they'd hacked into YouTube and done that as like a little Easter egg. That'd be amazing.
What, that was a clue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But shall we get straight into it? His first song is... I mean, what a sentence you said there. I'm on Stephen Hendry's Let Me Entertain You video. Like, who would have thought that would be a sentence 6 months ago?
Yes.
But shall we get into it now? Because I'm going to click on it to open it and just give some reactions, some thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 2, Rubbish Performance.
Doesn't build it up very much, does it?
It absolutely doesn't.
Hell is gone and heaven is here. There's nothing else for you to fear. Shake your ass, come over here. Now scream! I'm a burning effigy of everything I used to be. You're my rock of empathy, my dear. So come on, let me entertain you. Let me entertain you.
I'm just looking at Tom's face here, and it's a mix of bemusement and I think actual shock that he can sing reasonably in key.
This is bizarre, Joe.
But do you think it sounds anything like him? If you didn't know it was him, you would have no idea, I don't think.
No, I mean, I've never heard him sing, I guess.
No, but like it doesn't sound like a quiet Scottish man, does it? He's actually a lot worse than I remember him being.
Look at the pigeon watching him.
Eh?
There was a pigeon watching him.
What do you think of his outfit?
I mean, I wish he'd wear it more often.
Well, my other half's comment was, why isn't he Wheelie Bin? Why is he called Rubbish? Why is he not called Wheelie Bin?
Well, maybe they wanted to sum up his current snooker season. I don't know. But, I mean, that is bizarre. He can actually sing all right, can't he?
It's not bad. Well, it is bad, but it's not as bad as I thought. I think that's what I have to say. Some of the clues, I don't know if you actually watched the clue packages, but some of the clues in there were some photo frames. They were in there. He said something about succeeding again and again and again and again and again and again and again. So 7 times.
Oh, I see. I'm going to watch Ruby now. Does he do anything different in Ruby?
Well, I'll let you see.
There's bees on the stage.
Never be said, the romance is dead, 'cause there's so little else occupying my head.
Very someone a bit older. Yeah.
Except a function to breathe, but I'm not really fussed, doesn't matter to me. Ruby, 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 Ruby!
Oh, he sounds worse in Ruby, I think.
Yes. Somebody a bit older. I thought that was a hilarious
He
comment.
sounds half-arsed in Ruby, I'll say that.
Yeah. He sounds like his snooker career, doesn't it? Yeah, so here's the clues. So inside of my bin is trash I'm compiling. As a person I'm happy, but you won't see me smiling. I'm the one you've been waiting for, and I'm here to work.
What?
Cleaning up, that's what I do best.
Cleaning up the table, I
Yeah.
suppose.
We're all solo, and I'm here to do different things. So some of the theories were, they were getting on to Ronnie O'Sullivan, Bradley Wiggins.
Did anyone guess Hendry?
No.
I saw someone guessed Sean Murphy.
Not on the actual show, they didn't. They might
What
have
did they
guessed
guess on the
online.
show?
Jonathan Ross got the closest. He said Ronnie O'Sullivan, but because he picked up on the frames and the angles, and there was stuff like that in there. But some of the people he actually beat, right? Lulu went in episode 2, and Stephen Hendry beat Lulu. Chris Kamara went in episode 1.
Chris Kamara is a man who's actually released two Christmas albums. I mean, when he's here with these dancing bees and they're playing guitar, it's like a really terrifying fever dream. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine turning up for work and that's your day?
Can you imagine withdrawing from tournaments because you have to go and do that? Can you imagine being fined for going on the Masked Singer? And he's the only person that's made minus prize money this season, as we said, and also person that's actually paid money to be on the Masked Singer.
Someone should edit his Wikipedia page so it says Stephen Hendry has won 7 world titles and also sang on television dressed as a dustbin next to some bees. Do you think part of him was tempted to play in the tournament dressed up as a dustbin?
It would have been funny.
Does he get to keep the costume?
I don't know.
Just his wife coming home going, "Oh, Stephen, you're wearing it again, for God's sake."
Yes, I told you to put that in the bin last time.
Well, I'm going to watch My Old Man's a Dustman.
Oh, here we go.
Go on, Rubbish.
Here's a little story. To tell it is a must.
I know this voice.
about an unsung hero that moves away your dust. Some people make a fortune, others make a mint. My old man don't earn much. In fact, he's flipping skin. Oh, my old man is a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat.
Is he doing a fake Cockney accent?
Yeah. Well, unless that is his real accent.
No, it's not though. We know that's not his real voice. He's putting on a real Dick Van Dyke voice.
Yeah. Do you reckon that's going to be his walk-on music?
What, when he qualifies for the Crucible?
Yeah.
I do hope so. It doesn't sound like him.
This is what I thought.
Do you think it's actually him?
I mean, it must be. I don't know how else the show would work, but what I want to hear is Hazel ask him in the summer, at the Crucible, say, right, Hendry, can we have my old man's adjustment to take us to the mid-session interval?
I mean, I hope he'll do it. Can you imagine that? But what I will say, genuinely, from those 3 songs, it sounds like a different person in each one.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like, is he secretly an incredible ventriloquist or something?
Yeah. So, grand question. Who was the closest? So, of course, you had your prediction of like a grungy Robbie Williams, which I don't think is too far away for the first 2 performances.
I mean, the third performance is Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah. I mean, I had Alec Jones, so I'm not sure I win this one. David Gray could be the one. I mean, David Gray, because we don't know what David Gray sounds like, and apparently we don't know what Stephen Hendry sounds like, so potentially David Gray wins.
I mean, I'm happy to give it to David Gray just because we can't not give it to David Gray because we can't disprove it. Yeah. So especially... if we're taking it, it's David Gray, the snooker player. We cannot disprove that. Do you not think Stephen sounds like you doing the Journeyman intro?
No.
I am the Journeyman is a bit like my old man's a dustman.
I am the Journeyman. And I wear a yellow tie.
Your listeners will be asking, is that Joe singing or Stephen Hendry? We can't tell.
It's Dennis Taylor. To be fair, the third performance sounds more like Dennis on the on our cameo recording.
It does. I mean, they're all in the nicest possible way. They're all songs that are kind of pub sing-along things, aren't they? Like, none of them are... There's no Bohemian Rhapsody here where you need a really big range.
That was coming in week 5.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Because like Ruby, there's the bit where they go,
oh yeah.
He doesn't do that. The bees do it. So he's very much got the notes he's comfortable with that are very much pub karaoke sing-along tracks.
Yes.
Do you think he chose these songs? Do you know how it worked?
No idea. I know some of them are actually clue songs later on in the competition.
I bet they would have had Snooker Loopy lined
You reckon?
Up. Maybe that's why he couldn't do the video.
Because I would have given it away. You need to just put in another request for him now.
I really hope he's had loads of singing requests.
Yeah, none of them are as sad as us, Tom. That's the problem. To be honest, I doubt many people are asking for Stephen Hendry to do anything, so... At least with John Virgo, you're getting a bit of oomph. Did he talk about cucumber sandwiches in yours? Was that a thing?
He did, yeah.
Oh dear, that's a cracker.
Yeah, I got him to do my friend Duncan's 30th birthday sort of message, and got him to talk about cucumber sandwiches, and he said, "Oh, I don't like them. They go down the wrong way," or something like that.
Well, that's not what you said in WSC 2007, I think you'll find.
Hi Duncan, it's John Virgo here. Little bird tells me on the 16th of November you're going to be 30. Where are the years going? Anyway, treat yourself, have a cucumber sandwich topped off with dollops and dollops of salad cream. Apparently, that's your bag. Wouldn't be mine, cucumbers repeat on me. But anyway, I know where you're coming from. Anyway, have a great day on Tuesday, Duncan, and happy birthday. Say goodnight, JB.
Which begs the question, this is totally unrelated, but was it actually John Virgo commentating in those games? Because I don't know if you remember, but like the newly recorded stuff for 2007 11 was like really poor quality, as if he was in somebody's bedroom recording it, you know.
Are we suggesting on this podcast that not only was Stephen Hendry not rubbish, but there's also a imposter John Virgo who's recording lines for video games?
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh, I want John Virgo to do the Masked Singer.
Oh, where is the cue ball going?
Mate, we need to write a full song to that tune. I do think it's about time there is a proper follow-up to Snooker Loopy, and I think we could be the ones to write it.
Well, we are the Snooker Loopy podcast after all.
Exactly, yeah. But, I mean, incredible. What a sentence to say Stephen Hendry performed better in a singing competition than Lulu. Like...
Yeah. How do you feel if you're Lulu? You know.
That is why if I was a singer, I would not do it, because I think not only would it be embarrassing to be on stage as a professional singer dressed up as a dustbin, but also when you get beat by Stephen Hendry, you have to go, "Oh, what is my life?" Literally, like.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite of his 3 performances?
You know what? For sheer surprise, I think that first one of "Let Me Entertain You," because I was actually pretty impressed. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, what we could do, Joe, I've just realised what we could do is, in terms of the cue the music section, we can give a rating to each performance.
Oh, have we got a league table going?
Well, I think was Dennis Taylor on. Did he get 7.5 or
7.5, I think, yeah. And then we had. Well, did we? Oh, I think that was from episode 2, wasn't it? I don't think we did that in episode 1. Yeah.
Dennis Taylor's 7.5. And what rating are you going to give Let Me Entertain You?
I'm going to give it a solid 7. 7 out of 10.
Wow, okay. I'm going to give it... Oh, I don't want it to be ahead of Dennis, though. I'm being biased towards Dennis Taylor in my judgment.
Yes.
But Dennis wasn't dressed as a dustbin, so...
True. Maybe next time you do it, you should say, "Dressed as a dustbin, sings Loopy." And then we can have a true comparison.
Yeah, okay. Well, for now, I'll give Hendry an 8, so he's also on 7.5 for Let Me Entertain You.
Yeah, so I think for Ruby, I'll have to knock a mark off. I don't think he gave it quite as much. But the Bees did add something to his performance.
I enjoyed the Bees playing guitar.
Yeah.
In Stephen Hendry's official backing band, I presume. I hope they do a tour.
The Yellows.
Arena.
Yeah.
Yellow, that's what they say.
Yeah,
when
the
they come on.
Yellows. Yeah. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for that one.
I'd give Ruby a 5.
Oh.
I think he wasn't going for it.
You'll give him a blue.
I'm giving him a blue. I don't think he was trying. I think he was half-arsing it, you know.
Giving him a blue.
I don't think I'm giving him a blue. I just don't think he was putting in the practice at the karaoke booth before he came out.
Yeah, he's not giving it his all, is he? He's prioritising his work commitments for ITV at the Champion of Champions over his mass singing career.
Yeah, I'd give him a 5 for Loopy. I'd give the backing people, like, they were great. They should go solo, I think. That band of bees. They should get a better lead singer.
And then finally we've got My Old Man's a Dustman. What are you going to give him for that?
I'm in two minds because you know, on X Factor where they say people have to make it their own, like do their own version of a song.
Yes.
And I don't think he didn't do that. He just went, "I'm going to make myself sound like Dick Van Dyke and sing it like I'm in Mary Poppins or something."
Yes.
But he was going for it. He was, you know,
And he got the crowd going.
He clearly wanted to win the sing-off. Who was he singing against in that one? Do we know?
Jacket Potato, I think.
Oh, of course. Did he? And he beat Jacket Potato. No, he lost.
No, he lost to Jacket Potato. Jacket Potato's been flying in the practice rooms.
Tell you what, if Jacket Potato could take their practice form onto the main stage, you know,
yeah,
they'd be at the Brit Awards, frankly. I'm gonna give My Old Man the Dustman a 6 because I like the song, but I think he was performing it in a very derivative fashion.
Well, because I absolutely love Dick Van Dyke, I have to give it an 8.
Oh, I mean, I do love Dick Van Dyke as well, but I want Dick Van Dyke did the US Masked Singer.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it on Twitter the other day. Like, he's 97 years old and he's
recent?
on the Masked Singer. Yeah.
Wow, I will have to look that up. Was he a dustbin though?
I don't know. Let's look him up. Imagine if he was.
Because maybe they got the recordings mixed up.
That would explain it. That would finally make sense. Yeah, literally one day ago, he was Gnome in the US.
My goodness me.
Singing Frank Sinatra, apparently.
Oh, and he went on episode 1. That's really sad.
Oh, did he? That's heartbreaking. Okay, well, there we go. At the moment, Dennis Taylor is joint top with Stephen Hendry for Cue the Music, with Stephen Hendry also in second and third. What a weird sentence to say for a musical section on a podcast.
Give it up for Rubbish, everyone! Well done, Rubbish. Good one.
The question is, Joe, if you could choose any other snooker player to do the Masked Singer, who would you choose and what outfit do you want them to have?
That's a very good question. I think for sheer comedic value, I think you know who I'm going to say here. Well, other than John Virgo, I think it would have to be Stuart Bingham. And he would be dressed as a massive blueberry.
I mean, imagine him looking like the character from, you know, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I mean, I would love to see that.
Yourself?
I'd also love to see. I'd love to see, because he's got previous in singing, and I'm sure we'll cover him in the later episode. I would like Peter Ebdon. And I want him dressed as a giant egg.
Well, that would be a clue in itself, wouldn't it?
Well, it would be. Maybe, I don't know. I guess it would be, yeah. So there we go.
Smashing.
If anyone out the Masked Singer can sort us out with that would be great, you know.
Yeah. Clue, I've gone mad since retiring.
I mean, it is weird to be watching Hendry singing and you can see the judges going, "Oh, he's got a good voice."
They're like, it's somebody older. I wonder how he responded to that.
Do you think he wanted a record deal off the back of this?
Stephen Hendry's top 147 songs of all time, and then a bonus 8. So it takes it up to a 155.
And they're all related to snooker. He'd have "I'm Blue." He'd have that song.
A Blue Christmas.
Yeah. The Pink Panther theme tune. Black. Oh man, who wouldn't love to see Stephen Hendry sing "Black Magic" by Little Mix?
Oh, well, and "Back to Black" by Amy Winehouse, isn't it? Is there any brown-eyed girl? There you go.
Yeah.
Green grass of home. Yellow.
That's a good shout. Yellow or Yellow Submarine.
So we've completed it. Other than red. Anything red? Simply Red.
Simply Red, yep, that's a good. Anything by Simply Red. Taylor Swift has an album called Red. Is there a track called Red on there? I don't know.
Probably.
I presume so. Daniel Merriweather had a song called Red. Literally trying to think of any songs with
What
red
about
in.
Cue Ball? Oh, the where's the cue ball going? That can be his original song, featuring John Virgo.
If this episode gets enough hits on YouTube, we will get Joe to record a full-length version of "Where's the Cue Ball Going."
And what qualifies as enough?
10 views.
I don't think that's a good deal for me.
Well, how many views do you want to get you to sing that?
How about if our World Championship preview gets 15,000 views?
Yes, let's do it, people. We can do it. 15,000 views on the preview episode, and Joe will record "Where's the Cue Ball Going" in a proper studio with proper backing band.
Well, hang on.
He'll release it as an official CD single. He'll film a music video for it.
Oh, we
and
can do
perform
it for
at the
Christmas
Crucible.
#1. We can take on Lad Baby.
I think. Imagine if that got Christmas #1.
It would as well. It would.
Where's the cue ball going?
Down the... No. I was going to say down the chimney tree, but that's not what a Christmas tree is. Yeah. Hey, we're still working on the lyrics.
Oh dear. I bet Dominic Dale wishes he was on the Masked Singer. I bet he was so jealous.
Well, he might still be. It's not finished yet.
Are you in... Can you imagine if they had more than one snooker player on a series?
Yeah. For more than one snooker player ever. Yeah.
They unmask Dominic Dale and they go, "Oh, and it's... Who's he?
Who's he?
Hello, I'm Dominic Dale." Oh, okay, it's Dominic Dale, alright.
Oh, dear.
Bum.
But yes, thank you as always, Joe, for joining me.
It's a pleasure.
And we will be back probably... I mean, this podcast was going to be monthly, but I think it's going to end up being more like fortnightly, to be honest, at this rate. So,
Especially at this stage of the season as well.
we'll be back soon with our snooker shootout roundup, German Masters roundup, Welsh Open roundup. I mean, I say that.
Woody's Roundup.
Exactly. You know this podcast. Most of it will be Woody's roundup. It won't be snooker chat. We'll start talking about the Welsh Open, and then Joe will go, "Do you think Bullseye's good at snooker?" And we'll just go off on a tangent.
Oh, and then we'll start talking about Bullseye, the TV show, and then it'll be a long way around to talk about John Virgo on Big Break, and then we'll be back on it. Oh, how good was John Virgo at the Welsh Open? See, already on it.
There we go. So look forward to that next time. Please do like and subscribe. And if you know any friends who you think would like it, do let them know, because
We don't have any.
we've got no friends. So please give us your friends. And yeah, we'll see you very soon.